Welcome to the second hour of the Amazon's podcast. And joining me, she needs no introduction. She's been ripping it up all year from the New York Pro, which was a warm-up, and then Rising Phoenix, which was an emphatic statement, in my opinion. Number 3 in the world. I think we can say that.
Yeah.
Up there with the big dog stumping with Andrea Shaw, Miss Olympia, and of course, Angela Yo, who won it all. But every show is different. Ladies and gentlemen, the future. I'll put it out like that. Miss Ashley Jones.
What's up, guys? Thank you for that introduction as always.
Yes. Miss you. Glad to see you.
Miss you.
Yes. Thanks so much for coming on, especially when you're in the midst of 3 weeks to go. 2 if you throw out the peak week.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Oh, man.
What's going on?
Yes, feeling like I'm in prep. So like you said, started the year off with New York. We actually started that prep in January. So I've been prepping since the start of the year. So obviously for the newcomers, that is a really long time on the body. So we did do a little rebound after New York. And then that put us right at like 10 weeks going into Arizona. The 3 days after New York, again, we did a mini rebound, and then we just put our foot on the gas pedal, and here we are, like you said, about 3.5 weeks out from the Olympia. So feeling good, feeling tired, very, very exhausted mentally, physically, but at the end of the day, just like I talked to my coach about it during check-ins today, he was just like, you've already made your statement. You've done enough this year. Not many can say that they can do a debut in a whole new division and not only win it and then do a second show and be ranked number 3 in the world and then come to the Olympia and hopefully, do some damage there as well. But like I said, I'm just taking every opportunity with this new journey of mine and using it as lessons to be learned for next year, obviously. But it feels good. It feels really good knowing that we sought out our goals this year and we've literally checked the boxes every single time. So just truly blessed for my coach for all that we've done and much more success. And obviously for you for believing in me, shoot, you're the person. Okay.
Well, I'm thankful. I really can't take any credit. All I know is I just felt it, and I like, it really came down. People don't know how close it was between you and Sherry Priami when it came to that last sponsorship. And I'm just like, hey, it was something, but hey, it worked out. And Sherry Priami still number 4 in the world.
Yes,
and you never know. That was 6 weeks ago. Hard to believe. Exactly. You never know how things are going to turn out. Every show is different because this is the Olympia.
Yes. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Actually, I gotta ask you. It's not how you start, but how you finish. You've been in prep since January.
Yes.
With September, 9 months with 1 more month to go.
Yeah.
You still got gas in the tank?
Oh, always. If the Lord is giving me breath to even speak right now, I got gas in the tank. Okay. I said, Vu and I have literally just been communicating back and forth like this, just to make sure mentally I'm okay, just to make sure physically I'm okay, because he knows this is taking a toll on my body.
Right.
And as the caliber of a coach that he is, he's doing what he needs to do to obviously get me to the top. So there's gas in the tank because I'm always going to finish what I start. So we just gotta wait and see.
I tell you, I'm excited. So thankful for you to taking the time out. The story is written, but it's not done. You could easily say, "Oh, it's been a great year." New York Pro, 3rd at the Rising Phoenix. A lot of people say, "Hey, you had a great year, good job," but it's not finished.
Not yet.
And there's 1 show left, and there's 2 queens, Amazon big dog, Miss Olympia, Andrea Shaw, 4 times. Winner of the Rising Phoenix, Angela Yo.
Absolutely.
And then when you were put in the middle, everybody's like, oh, shit. It was a hell of a battle. It was great to see.
Yeah.
And it was great for women's bodybuilding above all. So
Yeah,
great show. But now there's one show left, and you know, could
yeah.
you tell me what, if anything, Andrea Shaw said to you or Angela Yo said to you?
Yeah. So honestly, it was so, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I consider myself going into that. I actually made a post about it afterwards, like the new kid on the block. So, going
Yeah,
into a new school or something, you feel nervous. You feel like, are they gonna accept me or whatever? And so just
right.
being backstage, you instantly just felt the love and the sisterhood amongst everybody. Like Sheena, I listen, Sheena is
Sheena
crazy.
Oleg, yeah,
Know it, know it. She had everybody dancing. Me and Salika, when she was up here talking about donuts and everything, like it
yeah,
was a vibe.
yeah.
And
Salika Gaman, loved her. Yeah,
love her, love her. And then, like I said, Angie back there cutting up, and then Andrea. I mean, she's focused, but then like there's certain moments she's like dancing and stuff with everybody. It
hmm
was just such a vibe because when we knew we all needed to lock in, we locked in.
hmm
And as soon
right.
as everybody was like off stage doing their routine, we all hugged each other. I mean, it was just such great sisterhood that was displayed at that show that I feel like I've never really experienced before. So yeah, just being able to talk to Angie, especially more so than anything, Michaela. I've
hmm
always wanted to have a conversation with Michaela because I've always looked up to her like everyone else. And something that stuck out to me, she was like, Ashley, this is huge. This is huge for you. And I was like, thank you. Like coming from you, like that truly means a lot. And she's like, no, no, no. It's like seriously, like I want
Yeah,
you to go all in with any and everything that you do moving forward. And to hear that from Michaela, who we know is the most conditioned, I'm not gonna
yeah,
say women's bodybuilder, I'm gonna say the most conditioned athlete we know.
yes, no question.
I mean,
And you could have said back and forth when you look at the Tampa Pro,
yeah, yeah,
her and Christina Mendoza.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
hell of a
I mean,
battle.
beautiful physiques from both of them. It's just like
Yeah,
again, it's apples to oranges, and that's what's going to be the battle on the Olympia stage again because there's going to be so many different looks.
hmm
It's going to come down to, like you said, any show is going to have any result, right?
right.
Just what the judges want. But yeah, just being able to get some knowledge and some little nuggets of wisdom from
hmm
what the vets, I'm cherishing that as much as I can because, like I
Yeah,
said, I'm just rolling in here, just kind of be like, "Hey, how you doing? Okay, what can I do to
yeah.
be like you guys?" So
You really are the rookie of the year when it
uh,
comes to women's bodybuilding. Third
yeah,
division at the Olympia,
yes,
women's physique, figure, and now women's bodybuilding. And so many thought that she really doesn't belong. She's
hmm
small in
hmm
stature, but at the end of the day, we all saw it. It's like, ooh,
yes,
yeah,
yes, uh-huh. As the young kids say, standing on business.
that's
Okay,
it. Standing on business.
I had
So
to, I had
no
to.
question, I was excited, and I was, my chest was filled out, but and again, I'm excited from the standpoint of Hella Trevino and
Yes,
Trisha Vancic will
yeah,
be joining you, and it's
yeah,
been a pleasure to sponsor all of you this year, and what a year! Uh, and there's
easy.
so many stories that's
Yes,
behind it. When they look up there with Trisha Vancic's doing her third Olympia, what's going
yeah,
to happen? She's with Andrew Vu,
exactly.
same as your coach. This is the second year with them,
Yes,
with him. So Hella Trevino changed coaches
yeah, yeah.
about 6, 7 weeks ago.
hmm
Um,
hmm
she's been off the stage for a while, and everybody's doubting and say, "Well, how good is Hella? Is Hella really back?" And I love all the stories.
Love it.
That's what's exciting about it. And of course, Christina Mendoza, and so
Yes,
it's a whole new set of girls just joining, a whole new lineup,
I
if you
love it.
will. Regardless of who was already qualified and who's there, different
Absolutely.
judging panel, and the Olympia is just different.
It's just different,
You
just
know,
different. Literally, especially with this being the 60th year, I feel like this is just going to be even more elevated to be even more special for all of us. So it's going to be something. It's going to be something else for real. For real. I can't wait. Can't wait.
and the thing we touched on earlier, was talking about the coaches, John Simmons, Andrea Shaw, Andrew
Yes.
Vu with you, Angela Yo, her coach is
Brandon Ray.
Brandon Ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like when you look at the coaches,
Yeah.
I think the field is what, 12, 13 girls.
Yeah.
Um, those coaches, hey, big shout out to all of them. They
Mm.
got all of y'all to this point. And
Yes.
I would love to be in the war room with all these coaches trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out. You got
Figure-
3 weeks left. You're
Yeah.
going into peak week. When do they fly? What's the diet? What's the weigh in? So I
Exactly.
want to give a big shout out to all the coaches that got all you ladies to this point. It's going to be a great show. Can't wait
Yeah.
to see it. Excited to see you. And
Yeah.
hey, missed you, love you, and hey, let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, seriously, you've created this platform for us to even be able to have such a great, such great exposure. So thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. It's a pleasure to keep it going. And like I said, I don't have to pick because I love all of you, and I'm trying
Yeah,
to get all of y'all in Amazon's fitness magazine. So
absolutely. Let's have,
I try to stay away from how people are going to finish, but
yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
exciting to watch, to say the least, and to be able to
Yes.
be at the shows this year, the Tampa, Atlanta,
Yeah.
Charlotte. So it's been a pleasure for me to see it all unfold.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That being said, talk to me a little bit about strategy. What was the feedback from the
Yeah.
judges 3 weeks out?
Yeah.
Anything that you can tell, because we're not trying to get you to disclose anything, but
Yeah. Yeah.
what can
Yeah.
we look for?
I'm not one to gatekeep. Becky literally said, obviously come in a little tighter. And
Mhm.
funny is like me and Boo were looking at photos, and he was like, Ash, I think you actually grew a little bit. I said, I think I did too. We are a little bigger. We are definitely a
Yeah,
little bigger. So obviously, and again, just kind of explaining it for those who are new and watching the podcast. It is a little harder, especially when you pack on muscle to get that
right,
lean, that lean condition look. But again, just knowing that what we did for that show, and then now what we're doing for Olympia, and then of
right,
course in the wizard mind that he has, and just kind of
right.
meshing all that together. But Becky did say, like, hey, just again, come in a little tighter and then a little bit more detail in the back to make it pop a little bit more. Again, same thing that Tyler said
Mhm.
for New
Mhm.
York. So he changed a little bit more of my back training. So we added a few more movements for that. I actually talk about that on my YouTube channel. So make sure y'all subscribe on that.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
but yeah. That's literally all she said, was just come in tighter and just a little bit more of a pop to my
Yeah.
back. So again, everything that we knew kind of going into it, but it just helps us to reassure, like, okay, let's keep pushing, let's keep going. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Loving the content you've been putting out.
you,
Uh, this is great. At the
you
end of the day, yeah, top three automatically qualified for 2025. But
yeah,
hey, we're going for the win, you
and
know.
why not?
And I mean, it is what it is. Champions rise. You
Yes,
know, uh, you can't. Nobody is sleeping on anybody. None of
yeah,
you three are going to surprise anyone.
yeah,
But when I look at the field, and barring those that were not doing the Rising Phoenix, when all y'all get together, there's a clear separation of
mhm,
that top three, top five from the rest of the field, as we saw in 2023
mhm,
as well. And so now 2024, less shows, no points.
yeah,
The competition has been great. And I
fierce,
really think the takeaway has been this is what we wanted to see, because
exactly,
this field is totally different,
yeah,
so competitive, and it's
yes,
going to be exciting to watch. So
absolutely.
looking forward to it.
I can't wait. I would hate to be the judges because
I tell you what, I don't envy him. I don't envy him, but that's why I'm a photographer, because everybody looks good.
he's
I don't have to judge. I don't have to pick, because hey, all of y'all look good. So, but yeah,
literally,
they have a difficult task ahead of them.
yes, yes,
You got to respect the judge's decision, and
yeah,
let's get it. But it's good. It's just different this year,
yeah,
from a competitive standpoint. Don't know
yeah,
how it's going to finish. Don't know who's going to win. You don't. But every show is different, and show up, do your best, and
yeah.
let's go. Don't
That's it.
underestimate a champion. Don't overestimate a champion, and certainly don't disrespect the champ.
Amen.
So
Man,
here
yeah.
we are. Let's go. It's good. It's great for women's bodybuilding.
It
especially
is.
women's bodybuilding.
This has been a year where I feel like I've seen such a momentum, and I'm just like, oh, we getting it.
Oh yeah,
We getting it, and I'm here for it. And it's only going to be up from here. So,
yeah,
like I said, with
yeah,
each of us doing our part, and obviously, like I said, with having people like you giving us that platform to do our part even more, it's been amazing.
definitely.
It's been
It
amazing.
it's been a pleasure for me to do it. And when I look at 2025, you don't look too far ahead, but like everybody that took a year off, like, ooh,
Right.
what's Chelsea Dion gonna look like in 2025?
Fucking
Oh,
ridiculous. I already told her, I said, girl,
yeah.
don't be doing the show I'm doing.
Oh, she been scouting for sure. So I like she been taking all kind of intel.
I
She's
love
taking some
Chelsea.
great photos too.
Yes, she
So
does. I'm so
all the
proud of
best for her. Sheena Olick, what's she
her.
gonna look like in 2025?
She's gonna look,
Rashana Boswell. I mean,
yes, I mean, dude,
exciting.
more. She's awesome.
So the biggest thing I want to bring before I let you go, because I got to get you out of here, because hey, you got to get your rest. We got to talk about business and what you were going to sponsor some athletes for their national show,
Yes,
going for their pro card, and
absolutely.
now it's time to reveal those winners.
Yes. Well, first I have
So
to
the
say
floor is yours.
thank you. I am so sorry because I know I put out a whole thing about saying we're going to announce it in August, but listen, time flew by. So,
Yeah,
but yes, so this was really hard. We had a lot of girls apply, and I said two, but I'm actually going to sponsor three because y'all know me, I'm emotional, okay?
there
And
you
so
go.
a lot of the stories really, really touched me. So starting, and this is no particular order. I'm just literally just jotting it from my notes. So one of the winners is Miss Serene Cantu. Her Instagram is Sweet Serene 1111. So just a little bit about her story. So she mentioned that she was in a toxic relationship years ago that it was really hard for her to get out of. She's a mother of six, a grandmother of two. She started in figure, crossed over to women's physique. Her current husband has been the driving force of why she's been able to really be successful in bodybuilding and really finding who she is. So just hearing how she literally went from a dark place and found the light at the end of the tunnel, that really spoke to me. So, Miss Serenity, I will be reaching out to you. Congratulations on your sponsorship for the NPC Nationals registration fee. All right. And
Women's physique, Serena Cantu. Okay.
yes, yes. And then next we have Miss Amanda Marie. I'm gonna butcher this last name. Doherty, I think.
I think
Um,
it's Doherty.
Doherty. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I think she's also here. I think she's in Texas. Her
Okay.
Instagram is Val KYRIE underscore NTX. She's also a power lifter. So I thought that was pretty cool to have, again, a different background. I've noticed a lot of the correlation with powerlifting doing it off season and then switching
Mhm.
up back into bodybuilding. I'm seeing a lot of trend of that. So again, for all my newcomers, don't feel like you just have to stick to one thing. You can do multiple things and actually benefit you.
Right.
But I mean, I think she did the Branch Warren. I think she won that show, Women's Physique. So amazing look. So I will definitely be reaching out to you, Miss Amanda. And then our third winner is Miss Laura Brennan. She is women's bodybuilding. Let's go, sis.
Yeah.
Miss Laura actually lives in Dubai.
Okay.
She works in education, so we know, especially with education right now,
Yes,
like
we do.
we know they are not paying as much as they should or what they deserve.
Right.
She mentioned in her bio that she's technically one of the biggest bodybuilders in the UAE, and there's already a huge stigma, as we already know, around
Right.
women in the bodybuilding industry in that area. So for
Yeah.
her,
Definitely.
this really is a way to create that platform in her area to really make sure that people see us as women's bodybuilders, see her. So that really spoke to me as well. So I'm going to be reaching out to her, just make sure everything's good, like we talked about with the visa and stuff. But
Hmm.
Miss Laura, Amanda, and Serenity, congratulations. I hope this opportunity helps you guys. I'm just forever grateful that you all are representing women's physique and women's bodybuilding the way you are.
Congratulations to all of you, the winners, and congratulations to you Ashley, for doing what you said you were going to do. You say
Yes.
you were going to sponsor someone,
Mhm.
and you end up you end up sponsoring three. So trust me, been there, done that. It's hard, uh,
Like, ooh,
especially when you get so many requests, and
yeah,
it's tough. It
yeah,
really is. But
yes.
you made great choices. I know all of them are happy, and look out to support them. All of them will be in Texas,
Mhm.
December 15th, right?
13th, 14th.
Okay, 13th and 14th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So good
So,
stuff.
yes.
Glad to see it. And I'm gonna give you the last words
Yes.
because I promised I wasn't gonna hold you on here long. So the floor is all yours.
Just you guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for supporting me along this journey. It's been a rocky one to say the least. Like I said, for being in prep for so long, mentally it's been taking a toll on me. But like I said, when I have myself surrounded by such positive people like Glenn, my coach, my training partner, my family, my friends, my athletes, reminding me, Ash, you got this. You don't have to prove anything. And that's something else to be said. You're doing this for you. You're not doing this for anyone else. For those who are competing, it is an honor. It is a privilege to be representing one of the best, of being one of the best on the Olympia stage. So whatever happens at the 60th anniversary Olympia here coming up on October 11th, it is going to be historic with whatever comes our way because, like Lynn said, this is probably one of the most stacked, one of the most beautiful, amazing, just competitive lineup that we have for women's bodybuilding because we putting this shit on the motherfucking map. Excuse my language. Okay, excuse my language, but
You are. Hey, no question. It is what it is. And let's
literally,
let them go.
literally, and that's just the passion in me. That's just the love I have for every single one of my sisters that are going to be out there on that stage with me. I mean, it's going to be a party backstage. It's going to be a
Yeah.
party, and we're going to make sure that you, the fans, enjoy it just as much as we do. So, seriously, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you for always, always being just a rider for any and everything that I do. What Glenn is doing for us, it truly means the world. So, thank you.
It's been an honor
Thank
and a pleasure.
you.
A lot of
Yes.
battles across the six divisions: bikini,
Yeah.
wellness, figure, fitness, women's physique, and of course, women's bodybuilding.
Mhm.
But I can't let you get out of here. How is Jessica Reyes Padilla, your workout partner? How's she doing?
Yes.
It is
Yes.
what it is. That
Yeah.
figure division is going to be a hell of a battle as well.
Yes, it is. Listen, she bringing it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say she bringing it. Okay, we were literally talking the other day, and we actually had a heart to heart where we both actually cried because she told me she was like, I was just doing something in my house the other day. You know, I always think of you. And I was like, you're going into the Olympias third in the world. I was like, okay, don't make me cry. Okay. And I'm just trying to catch up to you. I mean, you number two cracking on the heels right now. Number one.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
like to be able to have somebody right there in my corner, literally every single day saying, Ash, you got this. And I'm saying, Jess, you got
Yeah,
this. We both know like we are etching at that first place title.
yeah,
So it just feels good to have a teammate and a sister of bodybuilding who understands. So
yeah.
she's gonna bring it like she always does. Woo's already making sure she's ready to
Yep.
go. Um,
Give her my best.
I will. I will. I'll
And
tell
yeah, Andrew Vu. Wow, Teresa
Stat.
Bancic, Jessica
Yeah,
Padilla,
stat.
you. I mean, yeah,
Yes.
he's on it.
It's gonna
So yeah,
be
excited to see. It's going to be great. All the best. Get some rest.
you will
Train
do.
hard, and
Yes.
let's go. Talk
Let's
soon. Love you.
love you.
Bye now. There you have it. Ashley Jones, three in the world currently as a rising phoenix. Who knows what's going to happen in a couple of weeks here at the Olympia, but you're definitely going to want to see it. I'm excited because it's been a great year for women's bodybuilding, a great year for Amazons, and love all six divisions and promoting you. Remember, when you do more, I can do more. So make sure you subscribe to AmazonsFitMag.com so we can bring it going all the way into 2025. So excited, excited. Coming up on Amazon's podcast on Saturday, we'll continue the Olympia ride as trying to talk to as many competitors as we can. Nadia Copasoto, who just did the Europa UK, So excited to talk to her and see what she's thinking. And she's going into her third Olympia, I believe. And then coming up on next Wednesday, Tamika Robinson, great athlete. Loved her, seeing her in Atlanta and in Tampa. So exciting to talk to her. And then, of course, Little Monstar. I've always been a fan of Danny Reardon. We're going to do that probably on the 29th of September. So make sure you stay in. And then, of course, go out and get your copies of Amazon's Fit Mag. Go the September issue featuring Tina Chandler, the July issue featuring Melissa Guerrero, of course, in May, Teresa Alvancic on her way to her third Olympia. And, of course, Teresa Mota on the March issue. And, of course, we kicked off the year. It's been a hell of a year with Jessica Reyes Padilla. Go out to Amazon's FitMag.com and make sure you guys purchase your copy of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Until Saturday, talk soon. Amazon's Fitness Magazine podcast. Amazon's podcast is back. Been busy with school and everything, but stay tuned. A lot of big announcements coming up for the coming year. And of course, enjoy the Olympia. Talk soon, guys.